Hi, this is Linda with KC Creations by Linda, taking you on a tour of my latest creation. It is called A Lady's Garden, and the set comes from Sugar Pepper Press, and I'll put a link to her store in the description box if you would like to pick up your set or see the other beautiful things that she has. It does measure 9 by 6 and it has a 3.5 inch spine. I have covered it with green fabric and overlaid it with the rose embroidery lace. On the front we have gold trim all around the frame and some dark green lace. There's the beautiful house in the garden. And it opens up. There's a little pathway. And the first section is tied with some very pale, I don't want to say gold, it's kind of a peachy color. We've got a little flip here with some white lace on the side, and I've cut out the pockets, as you know, as I always do, around the image so it completes it. It's beautiful little cards, and all the cards are backed with either lined or unlined cardstock, so you have, they're very durable, and you have some extra writing space also. Flips open, little pocket here, completes the beautiful stone walkway there. Over here we have a little flip pocket. An acetate window with a beautiful rose behind it. Then this card, I covered it in the matching lace like I covered the front of the journal. Put one of the fussy cuts, little acetate around the clock, and it's got a little spinner that turns. And you open it this way. We have a long band there of the walkway, and I've covered it with lace also. We have a lady looking out the window at her garden. And then here we have an angled pocket. Again, completes the image. Beautiful roses wrapped in some paper. Just images in her garden. Then it opens this way. In between every section I have put, let's see, 12 pages double-sided, so that gives you 48 pages to write on. Think of it as a book, page 1, page 2, etc. And so you have 48 pages, lined and unlined, decorative. And if you want, you just find the center and you could slide them right out from under there. Then on this side, this is some pale green chiffon. We have a little top flip. We've got some crocheted lace here. It says garden. And then on the top of this card, looking through the trees at her house. There's a beautiful, it's a photograph and a photo frame there with some lace curtains looking out the window. And then we have a flip going this way, little pocket, more crocheted lace. These little guys, I have fussy cut. There is a ton of fussy cuts in here, enough you could make 3 journals. I cut out that little vase with the pretty flowers. It's got a little metal eyelet. Then we got petal there, some more little lace, little postage stamp with flowers. And it swings open. There's one of Our Ladies. And then here is a flip. More crocheted lace there. And it completes the image of her hothouse. I put this fussy cut on there. It says the window opens soft and wide to garden blooms just outside. Let gentle breezes guide your day and carry peaceful thoughts your way. Little stamp. And it swings open. Pretty fern there. We have a big pocket here. Another one of the ladies arranging her flowers. Beautiful bird in the garden. China pot with flowers growing out of it. And then on this side, this is some dark green chiffon. I took one of the little folders and made it into a flip. And underneath there was some keys, so I put some bronze keys on here that swivel for you. It says Meadows. It's one of her beautiful dresses. A book about roses. And there's plenty of room. You can stick something in there if you want. And over here, I did one of the fussy cats with this cute little caterpillar climbing on them. Flip here, and I took one of the fussy cats and made a pocket out of this beautiful rose. This was also a fussy cat. Just goes behind the little flowers there. Take it out. Here's books with some flowers laying over the spine. Another one of the fussy cats, terrarium with a little plant inside. Little butterfly stamp. And then it swings open. Another one of the fussy cats. Let's see what is there. Her beautiful boots, lace-up boots, says Calm Meadow. And these are more of the fussy cats that I made into cards. You can even write on the back of those too. Over here we have a belly band. Completes the beautiful image there. Here's one of her beautiful dresses. And a book with notes on the top. And then we have our journal card again. Still the 48 pages. You could add photographs, add personal touches that you may have. And it opens up. We're back to the kind of gold peachy ribbon. We've got a flip here. And I cut out this little fussy cat and put it over the crocheted lace there for a little pocket. There's the walkway through there's the front of the houses, doorway into her house. And then it opens up, and this is an envelope, little gold clamp there. More lace, another one of the little fussy cats, little wheelbarrow. And it holds some journaling cards. And again, there's plenty of room in the envelope. You can add some more things if you would like. Then over here we have a flip, pocket here. And we have our little butterfly here. And its little wings are loose. You can see the doorstep going into the door there. Beautiful fireplace with flowers all over the mantle. In the walkway, the trees that cover it. It's their sewing basket. And it opens this way. We have a band here. And again, I have taken the card, covered it with the lace, and put, I hope you can see that, and put some fussy cuts there, inked around the edges. And then here I cut out around the lady, the dress and everything. These cards, another walkway, cobblestone, some stairs with moss covering, doorway with beautiful flowers outside. And on this side, let's get over a little bit. We've got the light green ribbon, little envelope here, shows a maze. Excuse me, another little clamp. And we've got, if I can at an angle get these little guys out of there without getting my head in the camera. Here they are. Little journal card. You can put all kinds of stuff in this one too. Another one of the fussy cuts. A little flower in a beautiful vase, or a beautiful pot. And then over here we have a flip. And I have put some ribbon along here, or the chiffon ribbon, and then I put some satin ribbon there. Pocket with another fussy cut. It says, soft morning light begins to glow across the petals down below. The garden wakes in quiet grace with gentle blooms in every place. These beautiful cards. And it opens up. We have a side band, and I put some crocheted lace and the fussy cut of the flowers and leaves there. Another photograph says the fields. Beautiful rose. And then here I've made an acetate belly band so you can see her underneath. The frame completes the image. And there's her very large palatial estate there. Beautiful walkway with roses. And it opened up. Again, you've got your third journal. Same with the 48 pages. And you can remove the whole thing just by pulling it out from under the twine there. This is the dark green ribbon. And I took one of the little jars that comes in the kit and made another copy so I could make a little pocket. This beautiful archway going into her garden, little ticket. And out of the side, it's a beautiful meadow covered in wildflowers. And it swings open. And I made another little pocket out of some of the backing paper. All these pretty cards. And we have a flip here. Completes the beautiful pot with the roses. Another little photo of the rose-covered walkway. And I pull out from the side. It's a nice bench to sit on. Look at the beautiful flowers in her garden. And here I made a fussy cut into a little tuck spot for the little stamp and ticket. And here I've cut around the image there. You see the beautiful iron fence covered in roses. And this also comes in the kit, the little folio. I put the little bird cage there, little dragonfly. It just opens up like that. And I've put little swatches of lace. It says Dew Dawn and Flowered to hold these pretty cards. Here, pretty little bird, little tins, cameo. And it just folds just back up on the back. Cut out one of the cards and made it into a little pocket. And this little guy says, golden light on leaves so fair drifts like whispers through the air. In stillness, let your worries part and find calm growing in your heart. stamp, little journaling card. And this is the back. That's a beautiful dress again. Oh, I forgot the little fern here. And there's your back. Thank you so much for your time you've spent going through this tour. Until next time, stay crafty. Bye-bye.